Hello and welcome to my allotment journal. Today is a really exciting day. I had an email last night from the council offering me my official second plot here, and it's just brilliant because it's exactly the one I wanted. It has a shed, a big shed. I've got a little tool shed here, but this has got a proper shed. It's one that was being used by somebody I got on with quite well, but they weren't able to come at all last year, and then they gave it up at the beginning of this year, but it takes ages for these things to get sorted out. So here I am, and I'm going to make my first official visit. Sound like the Queen, don't I? The King, whoever, to the plot and go and have a look in the shed and work out what I'm going to do. It is incredibly overgrown, I know that, so I have brought my faithful strimmer with me and I will try to give it a go. I've only got about an hour and a half this morning because I need to pick up my daughter shortly, but let's go and have a look. So earlier this morning, I had a message from Dave, who used to have the plot. He said he's dropped the key to his shed in my little tool shed here, so I'm going to get that out first. Oh, it's in here somewhere. There we go, key to my new shed. Let's go and find it. So it really is. Oh, look at the tayberries. Sorry, distracted by berries. Plot's looking lovely. I want to have a poppy. Let's look at this as we go because it's beautiful and they don't last very long, those flowers. Look at that. Right, let's go and see. Oh, the dahlias I planted the other day. I was going to say are still alive, but we've got one at the back there that's looking a bit poorly. I'll have to stake that in a bit. I am going to have my work cut out the next few weeks, so it's really close. In fact, there's the shed there, so just a little walk along this path past the amazing Arta's second plot. Look at that, everything just goes beautifully on that. Oh, this plot's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of work. Here it is. Look at that. Look at the grass and the nettles. Oh my word. But it has so much potential. Got a nice little pallet stick rack. It's even got a little barbecue. Look at that. Oh. Yeah, you turn that over, I guess, and it makes a little barbecue. Oh, I'll explore that later. Oh my gosh, how am I ever going to find my way through all of these weeds? I know that there are some raised beds in here. I can see that there are some currant bushes. We'll have a little wander through. I've got my long trousers on, and here's the shed. Oh, can't get the key out. I'm rubbish with keys. There we go. Oh, I just locked it again. Try the other way. Help. I suppose that just goes over there. Right. Oh, and there's a couch up there. In we go. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this shed. Wow. It's got a light there. Is that solar powered? Oh, look at this little cutting board. He showed me this some months ago and I'd just forgotten quite how nice it is. Little shelves. Can have my cup of tea in here. I might actually keep a little potty in here as well. Hanging up things for tools. Board. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He's even left some tools for me. Hoops. I think I've struck lucky. I know I've struck very, very lucky. Some little stickers that his kids have left up. Anyway, I've got all sorts of exciting thoughts now. And there's windows. These windows that have got shutters on. Merry Christmas. They've got shutters on that you can take off from the outside and put on. So could use this actually for, with the windows open, for potting. Oh my goodness. And there's even, he mentioned that there's some cardboard, there's even a chair. Oh my word. This is me, this is my smiley face in my shed. Oh, I'm so excited. Right, let's take a little tour over and walk through the nettles. Nope, nearly garroted myself on the cord then. Right. I'm definitely going to start strimming in a few minutes, but let's just, oh my word, it is so overgrown. Oh no, do you know what, I've just kind of tripped on a raised bed. I think, knowing that he did have quite a few raised beds, it would be better. I can even see some black currants. I've even got a crop. See if I can zoom in. I don't know if you can see it tucked under there. There are some currants, and they've got currants on them, so I've even got a crop before I've even started on here. Right. I'm not going to go any further because I'm going to get stung to bits, but I am going to get that strimmer and I'm going to start strimming. Wish me luck. So I've been... Oh, microphone. I think it's working. So I've been strimming away for a little while now, making slow but steady progress. So far I have discovered, I think we've got two. So there's one shape here, which I think is like a double square of a raised bed, and another one buried in there. It's got some netting there, which I don't want to strim over, obviously too much to get tangled up, so I'll have a look at there. So I can now actually walk a little bit further down, and yep, there are definitely black currants there, which is lovely. That bush is nicely matured, and the reason in particular that as my strimmer, let's set it out, I saw some glimpses of red, and guess what? Ripe strawberries hidden away here. So another first set of pickings. There's loads. I can see loads tucked away in there. Yeah, there. Sorry. Yeah, there's some more in there. So I'm going to pick those and then carry on. So there we have it. A rather delicious looking strawberry crop. I think I've hit the jackpot. There's also rhubarb here and gooseberries too. I don't usually like gooseberries, but I just tried one and it's actually nice, and I don't even think you're supposed to eat them raw. So promising. So I'm going to carry on with the strimming there. So my big strimmer battery has finally died out. Needs recharging. Obviously I haven't finished yet, but I have made some progress. So yeah, starting with the lovely shed, and then I've done, it's all very high level strimming because it's just to get the top level off. So as I said, I've discovered the two sets of raised beds there, and then there's currant bushes there. I haven't yet been able to get through that nettle thing because I've actually gone through nearly all of my spare strimming blades. They're really probably not cut out for the sort of scale of this work really, so I might ask a friend if I can borrow their more industrial size strimmer to carry on with the work. But I've got down to the compost bit at the end there, which is yeah, it's full of nettles at the moment, which suggests it's very fertile. And I started doing that with losing the blades, so yeah, that's it. And that kind of marks the boundary of the plot. As I said, it is only, like the other one's, a small plot, but Yeah, perfectly good for my, just go the right way. Yeah, for my additional needs here. I've found black currants, I found strawberries, I found gooseberries, I found rhubarb. Traditional allotment stuff. So I think I'm going to be really happy with this. Yeah, I do, but not a bad start. Off to a good start. See you again soon. Hello again. So it's the next day, and I have to confess I've cheated. I have a friend of mine who's comes and helps me do my lawn at home, and he was due to come yesterday, and instead of doing my lawn, he came here with his dad and finished up the strumming on my new allotment. So let's have a look. Look at this. Oh my gosh, he's just done such a fantastic job and sorted everything out for me. So there's those two raised beds there, a whole load of clear space, some wood that's been cleared off. There's the currant bushes that need picking. So yeah, we've got, it looks like we've got an area of plastic, of ground membrane. So I'm probably going to take that off in due course, but for now, before I've got any alternative solution, I'm going to leave it there. So we've got a third raised bed here with some rhubarb and weeds in. Little gooseberry bush with gooseberries on. And here's the strawberry patch that I raided yesterday. Yeah, I think I got everything off those except there's some. Let's have a look. What's this one? Is that an eaten one? No, that's not an eaten one. It's a lovely massive strawberry. Yeah, and then they put the grass into the compost bin. I've always wanted a pallet compost bin, so that's great. Got that. And I've also discovered like a box and a pot. And let's take a look at the wheelbarrow, little wheelbarrow. So let's take a look at the whole thing. Oh, sorry. Yeah, a really sweet little plot. Now I need to work out what I'm going to do with it. I think for the first thing I'm going to do is put some cardboard on those two raised beds, because I might as well use those as they're there for now. And then I'm not sure that, do you know what, I'm tempted to get some of those metal beds to go in here. They've worked so well at the other allotment, but I don't know, is that excessive? Maybe I just grow into the earth with cardboard and compost on it. That might be the most flexible thing to do in the first instance. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And then I'll do more clearing to do here, which I can do myself, obviously. Yeah, lots to do. So first job is I've brought some cardboard with me, and I'll get some cardboard laid down. I'm going to go and get some compost today and just get it so that I've got at least those two beds that I can feel are ready to plant into, and then it will start to come back to life again. But yeah, lovely little plot. I know I've got a fence there. I know that a couple of years ago Dave grew some peas up there. Now I've got a lot of peas already, but you can still plant peas in June, and if I did, then they might be ready after the other ones. Alternatively, I've also got, actually yes, that's it, I sowed some beans, quite a lot of replacement beans last week, so I could also grow beans there. So I'd need to get a little bed of earth down there to plant the beans into. I am so excited about this. It's a lovely, lovely little plot, so close to my other one. Yeah, brilliant. I've only got a little bit of time right now, so I'm going to crack on, get that cardboard down, get some compost, and see how we go. So I covered the beds with some cardboard that I had, and popped a bag of compost onto each one of those. I had meant to put some of the old compost from my compost bin underneath first, but I forgot. So this is a good start anyway. It makes me feel like I've got some actual proper beds in the allotment and something to grow into, although I probably will top them up with compost as we go. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed it, and there will be lots of exciting times in the new plot ahead, I'm sure. Bye for now.